So often, everybody says that they want stuff. Everybody wants things. Everybody wants a better body. Everybody wants money. Everybody wants to live in a nicer place. Everybody wants, but nobody's willing to really do what it takes to get there. What is going on, everyone? I am shooting a video right now. We're gonna see how this actually plays out. I just got home and it is 10:44 at night. Hopefully that comes through on the video. I don't know if it did. Oh, anyways. So I just got home and I kind of had a thought, and it was about a thought of, if you're willing to do whatever it takes, then you can have what you want. And the reason that I want to shoot this video, and originally I was going to be shooting it getting out of my truck. That's when I thought of doing it, because I pulled up and I was exhausted. And as I was sitting in the truck, I opened the door and I looked out, and it's just desolate because it's just snow all over the place. There's nobody around because it's basically 11 o'clock at night. I'm just getting home from, I think it's a 14-hour day that I just did. And I was thinking about the whole theme of this channel that I try to talk to you all about, which is be willing to do whatever it takes to get what you want. And that's really what it is. It's not, when I talk about success on this channel, I'm not talking about money. I think people misunderstand that a lot when I talk. Success is not about money. I could care less if you want to be success in your health and your well-being, or the gym, or I don't know, making shoes. I looked at my shoes, and that's why I'm saying it. I don't care what you want to be successful in. All you have to do to be successful is be willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And I was thinking about walking you through my day a little bit, about what my day looks like, and the fact that many of my days look like this. And it's not about being a workaholic. It's just about knowing what you want and going for it. For me, I want to be financially free. I want to want for nothing because I can have anything. That's something of which I've always wanted in my life, because being financially free gives you a freedom in life to pretty much do whatever you want, live where you want, get good health care, take care of yourself, do this, do that. So I'm willing to work like a fucking animal to make that happen. And I'm pulling up at night, and it's all about be willing to do what other people are not, so that you can have what they cannot. So I'm pulling up, I'm out here, park my truck, which can go anywhere in the snow because it's so big, which is part of the reason that I can get to any deal or any appointment of which I need to do. Down here somewhere are the garbage cans. Right there are the garbage cans down there that I got to go down and get. I was thinking about doing that on video, but then I was like, it's going to screw up everything with the snow and you're not going to be able to hear me. But the whole thing is when I pulled up at the house, I saw that my shipment had come in. What's my shipment? This box right here, Trifecta. Trifecta is basically a home meal delivery service. And once again, it's something that I'm willing to do that most people are not. I get meals shipped directly to my house. It's $308 a week. Yeah, $308 a week. With taxes, like $320 or something like that. In there is literally balanced macros, all organic, all no preservatives. Whatever. Just understand, I'm exhausted. No preservatives, no artificial flavorings, no colorings, no bullshit. Balance of macros with proteins, fats, and carbs. In my fridge, I look like Bachelor of the Year in here because that's like all I freaking eat is all pre-cooked meals that I literally just heat up real quick and eat, because that adds about 10 hours to my week. Another thing that people don't think about is that, yeah, it's $300. Yeah, I guess it's expensive, but it adds 10 hours of my week because I don't have to go to the store. I don't have to walk through the aisles. I don't have to deal with the stupid people. I don't have to check out. I don't have to forget stuff. I don't have to do whatever. And I don't have to drive back to my house. So by doing that, it adds about 10 hours to my week, which allows me to go after what I want more. And it's like, so often, everybody says that they want stuff. Everybody wants things. Everybody wants a better body. Everybody wants money. Everybody wants to live in a nicer place. Everybody wants, but nobody's willing to really do what it takes to get there. By me spending an extra $300 a week, I'm able to add 10 hours. And because I work a commission-only job, it allows me to put my time towards making more money to offset that $300 a week. And then I take that money, doing more stuff that most people aren't willing to do, and I don't spend it on myself. I don't spend a ton of money on myself right now, and I pour it into assets. I pour it into crypto. I pour it into stocks. I pour it into gold. I pour it into silver. I pour it into, well, not yet real estate, but I will be. Pour it into real estate or venture capitalism or, you know, the startup companies of which I've invested in and whatnot. All I do is fucking invest. But I did buy that truck. I do like that truck. Another thing most people are not willing to do, which is delayed gratification. The whole name of the game, and I kind of just wanted to talk to you on like a real level tonight without really planning out this video or doing whatever. I'm going to sit down. Without really planning out this video or doing whatever, I wanted to speak with you because the fact of the matter is that every area that anybody says that they want to excel in, you have to be willing to do what the people who say that they want to excel in that area are not willing to do. And you just keep doing it. Do I like working 14 hours a day? No, I don't want to work at all. I don't want to work at all. I don't give a shit about working. It drives me up the wall to do that. But I work like this and I invest like this because I plan on not working at all a hell of a lot earlier than most people. What most people do is they work jobs where they're told how much they're worth. And then from there, they spend their money on stupid shit that makes them look like they have money, inadvertently making it so they don't have money. And then they work for the rest of their lives. Their actions are stating that they want to work for the rest of their lives. That's what their actions are stating. My actions are stating that I want to retire pretty close to as soon as possible. I'm not super over the top frugal, but I'm definitely pouring my money into assets as opposed to most anything else. And I was just pulling my truck up because today I got up in the morning, drove to a client's installation. I do solar for people's homes. Drove to a client's installation, met with them, talked about getting referrals, did whatever, took some photos with them, made sure everything goes smoothly for them. Left there, drove to another client, and did another thing that is not typical of a salesperson. I went to their house and changed their deal in a way that kind of put me out to make the trip over there and to do it. And it didn't really change much for me financially, but it changed a ton for that person financially. So I did more right by a client than most salespeople are willing to do. And inadvertently, because of that, I'll be rewarded by getting more referrals as time goes on. So another thing that most people are not willing to do. Most salespeople are willing to go out to your house, sell you on a deal that makes good financial sense for them, screws you to some extent, and then they head out and they do it to another person. For me, if it makes sense for you, sweet. And we'll see how much it makes sense for me, because I would rather get 10 referrals from you where I make 2/5 of what I would by having a slam dunk on you, because that's how you should do business. And then you get known in the community, and then you get more and more referrals. You build a larger network. You do this, you do that. All salespeople say that they want to have a good network. But what do most salespeople do? Slam dunk every client of which they can. So they lose a lot of deals. The same thing as somebody saying that they want to retire, but instead of retiring, they spend all their money on everything but assets, and they work jobs that don't pay them what is fair wages to them. And then they just, I don't know, they just continue their lives. And for me, I would love to have a great network of salespeople, of business people, of entrepreneurs all over the place and such. And that is exactly what I have, because I treat people right. I treat people fairly. Another thing that most people don't do for whatever reason that one is. So beyond that, leave that person's house, drive to my office, which is in North Haven, take care of a whole bunch of logistical stuff, whatever, operations. I think this was around, at this time, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock. Then I get on the phone with the CEO. Then I'm talking with the COO, making sure that everything's running smoothly in the state of Connecticut, because I oversee the state of Connecticut for a solar company. From there, what the hell did I do? I do a first step deal for a solar system on a house in Oxford. So from North Haven, so I went from Hamden to, like you guys care, Hamden to Ansonia to North Haven to Oxford. Oxford now is for this person's house. It's snowing today. It's all a mess outside and stuff, but do the thing at their house, the first step to do a qualification for the house. Wrote that deal pretty damn fairly. That's a hell of a fair deal they're getting. But go from there to my last, I had an interview. I interviewed a kid who's looking to come into this company around 4 o'clock. Then I did the Oxford house. I don't remember. I'm so shot right now. Talked to my team, helped my team. I run a team of like 25 people right now. I have been on the phone with them all throughout the day. I've been monitoring the cryptocurrency jump of Bitcoin today. It literally went from like 50,000 to like 56,900, something like that. So that was good because I'm in that. Then I headed back to Hamden to go to my last clients for the night. Over there, after doing a system design, once again, this was a little swap in their deal. They made me dinner though, which was really cool. But a little swap in their deal. Once again, by swapping this in their deal, it doesn't do much for me. And it's a hell of a lot more work on my end, which is going to extend into next week. But it's a better deal for them that I came across. And the odds of them referring me are extremely high. Then I get home, 11 o'clock at night. I have text messages up the wazoo for friends of mine and such that I haven't gotten back to. Pull up to my house, and I get out, and I'm looking at my house, and I'm just like, I was sitting in the truck, and I just like took this breath, and I opened the door. And I didn't even get out of the truck because I was so tired. I just want to sit on the chair seat of the truck. And I looked out, and I go, I should make a video about this, because every single day I do this. I work about 7 days a week. By working 7 days a week, I'm on pretty much all the time, available for clients and such like that. Sometimes I do take a day here and there to rest, but the fact of the matter is like, I go absolutely nuts going towards my goals. I even try to optimize myself and my health to the level of buying purely organic food shipped directly to my house. I got a reverse osmosis system that is hooked up to my sink so that my water content is the cleanest of which it can be. I've got filters on my showers. I don't know. I do a lot. Anyways, so I get out of the truck and I'm standing there, and it dawned on me that if I got a call from a client, because there was a time where I got a call from a client, he was a business owner, and he got out at 11:30 at night, and he wanted to do solar. So what happened is I drove to his house, and I was there till 2 or 3 in the morning. I got home, and then of course I had work the next day. And the thing is that I eat like I do, I drink like I do, I take care of myself to the best of my ability so that I can operate at those levels, exhausted or not. I'm fucking exhausted. You can probably see it all over my face. Freaking super exhausted right now. But if I were to get a call from a client right now, I would go right out that door. Not that door, that door. Yep, there we go. I wouldn't go in the closet. I've never been in the closet. I'm not starting now. I go right out the front door, and I would literally go meet with the client tonight. I'd be there till 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't care. But I really don't care how long I'm there. And I'm willing to work like that. I'm willing to do that kinds of stuff because I know what my goals are. And I think what ends up happening for a lot of people is they're not aware of what their goals are, and they're not willing to do what it takes to get there. So their goals are not goals. They're just, I don't know, dreams. Dreams don't become goals without actionable points behind them to reach where you want to go. So I just want to make this video for you. Whatever it is that you want, my voice just squeaked. That was hot, right? Whatever it is that you want in life, figure it out, and then just go for it no matter what comes your way, overcome it. Be willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it. And just don't stop. It's that simple to get whatever your goals are. Whatever it is that you're after, that is what you have to do. But don't make excuses. Understand and learn to differentiate between excuses and reasons. Reasons are something of which is valid. Excuses are what you tell yourself to be miserable with regret later in life. That's what excuses are. Reasons, for example, if my mother was in the hospital tonight, I would not go to a client. I would go to my mother's house, my mother's bedside. If my truck broke down, that's an excuse. Because if my truck broke down, there's Uber. Leave my truck on the side of the road, whatever. So I'll pick it up, I'll get a towing company from the back of an Uber and tell them where the truck is to go pick it up. Go to the client's house. Those are excuses. People lean so heavily on excuses that it just stops them from doing everything that they want to do in life. Excuses are just, it's crazy. It is crazy to me what people are willing to tell themselves to not do things. It's like, I was riding my motorcycle one day, I blew the engine apart. I was at 176 miles an hour. I blew the engine apart on the highway, literally just shooting oil all over it, like blew the engine apart. I did something with the piston, I don't even remember. I had geared it wrong and I was racing a car at the time. I literally blew the engine apart. I had a client in like an hour. On the side of the road, I called two friends of mine. The first friend I called to stand on the side of the road and wait for the towing company and go with my bike, because it's the show bike, not the crappy one. I was on the show bike at the time. And to stay with the bike, to get it back to my house. The second friend I called to give me a ride to my house to get my other vehicle so I could get to them. Blowing a motorcycle apart on the highway, most people would not go to their client. And that's why in life, most people end up being losers in whatever it is that they really try to go after. In life, there's a handful of winners. There's a whole lot of losers. There's one team that wins the Super Bowl. There's one person who's the heavyweight champion of the world. There's one person who has his hand raised at the end of the day for being the best. Am I the best? No. But am I in that top percentage? Absolutely. It's not because I'm necessarily more special than anybody else. And I'm not saying that most people are losers to put people down. It's the fact that when you're playing the game of goals and you're saying that I want this goal and that's the game that you're playing, what ends up happening is that when you get to play that game, you never cross the finish line because you never even start. And if you do start, most people fall off because of the excuses. Blowing a motorcycle engine apart at 176 miles an hour did not stop me from going to my client that day. That's an excuse. Understand the difference between excuses and reasons and choose which one you want to follow. Because if you choose excuses, you're never going to get what you want, what you claim that you want. If you follow the way of reasons, you're going to find there's almost no reasons that ever really come up to stop you from your goals. It is now probably close to 11 o'clock on the dot, actually. It's 11:02. I got to get up first thing in the morning. I have a Zoom call to do for the company. Then I've got a client to go to. It's Saturday, tomorrow. I work 7 days a week. Makes no difference to me. Why? Because it's the weekend? Okay, cool. If I don't work on the weekends, that's 2 days times 52, which I think comes to 104, right? 2 times 52? Yeah, 104. So that's 104 days that I'm adding to my year on a yearly basis to get to where I want to be. I've added 104 days. Am I adding that wrong? I don't fucking know. I'm so tired. 52 weeks in a year, 2 days. Yeah, no, 104 days. No, I'm doing that right. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. So I'm really tired. I'm adding 104 days to my year of applicable income, while most people are shortchanging themselves from 104 days out of the year. But they claim they want to be financially free, or they want to be able to do whatever they want, or they want to be able to buy whatever car, or they want to be able to go on whatever vacation, or they want to be able to, I don't even know, buy a certain house. But you're giving up 104 days on a yearly basis, times 10 years, that's 1,040 days that you're giving up. If you were to apply those 1,040 days and you were only making, I don't know, I'm making this up, but $100 bucks a day, what does that come to? 100 times 100? What is that, like 100,000? 10,000? I don't even know. You do the math. I'm fucking tired. But you're adding in a ton of income. I think it's 100,000, 104,000, something like that. My point is, I'm not trying to get too much into the weeds, but the fact of the matter is that the only person letting you down on your goals is you. That's it. Because you're applying too many excuses as if they are reasons. For example, I had something to say tonight and I didn't want to make this video. That's why the video is not super exciting. But being tired is not an excuse not to make this video. Having my leg shot off is a reason not to make this video. Being tired is not an excuse, because you know what? Maybe somewhere out there, someone is watching this video and I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to your soul, and you're going to end up getting what you want. Because instead of me saying, oh, I'm too tired to make the video, instead I actually took the time to make this video. Even though it's not super cool and I got a shit-ass teal green wall behind me in this place that I'm renting right now. And maybe it changes your life, because I didn't say that being too tired is a reason to not make the video. Stuff to think about, guys. Anyways, hope you all have a good night. If you liked this video, hit like, leave a comment. Let me know that you like this kind of stuff. I appreciate it. I make videos from time to time, and hopefully I can go to bed soon. All right? Freaking, what time is it right now? It's 11:05 right now. So heading to bed. Hope that you're all well, and keep going on your journey. If you want something, go get it. It's yours. Stop standing in your way.
Don't put me on your level. I am not like you. I'm not gonna settle. Body bag, got a right tag.